Hello everyone, it's Kristina from Kristina's Art Corner. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and if you are a returning subscriber, you all know thank you very much for continuing to return to my channel. And it's the exciting part of the month, the end of the month, well now the beginning of September, but where we get to show our completed pages. So I'm going to go ahead and get right in because I know it might be a longer video. So make sure you have some sort of comfort drink, and since it's turning fall, maybe you're going to want something pumpkin spiced or some hot tea, coffee. And for those of you in Australia that are celebrating the new season of spring, happy spring to you. All right. So the first one is Mouse Guard by David Peterson. And the one that I did in this book was this one. So I used the Gold Faber Aqua Dual Markers, and I followed that with Gold Faber pencils. Now, I had heard that these pencils were not favorable, not just like in this book, but in general. And I can understand why anyone might think that, but I tell you that they go over very nicely over the Gold Faber Aqua Dual Markers. So I really enjoyed them, and I might use the Gold Faber pencils in this book moving forward. Of course, I can't promise I won't try to use other pencils as well if something strikes my fancy, but I really enjoy doing this page, and I'll just give you a little closer look at it so that you can see all of the details. Yeah, super stoked. I was so afraid of this book, and I'm just so excited now to be able to work in it, and just really enjoyed it so much. I used Posca for the white highlights. Just had a lot of fun with it. It was a super fun page. And I don't know if I'm necessarily going in order, but I might do this one for September. So let's see. That's Mouse Guard by David Peterson. The next one is from Chris Reniak's Morning Scribbles, and it's for the hashtag Color with Frogs and Friends by Disney, Meg's Coloring, and Amanda Colors. So I used my new Teo Tree alcohol markers, Distress Oxide inks for the background, Prismacolor pencils, some Posca, some Stickles, some Ohuhu glitter pens, and glossy accents. And I'll just bring you in here so that you can see all of the sparkles and the glossy accents. I gave him galaxy eyeballs. I don't know if you could tell. And then the Ohuhu glitters. You could see those shining on there. I just love these pages. They are super, super, super cute. Just absolutely love this monthly, being able to do that. So on the page was just the frog and mushroom guy. I added the tree, the grass, hillside, and then the grass beneath him. And then I also did here like a little mossy intention here in between the roots. So yeah, this was super fun. Love it, and can't wait for next month. The next one is Broken Circles, and this is a buddy color with Disney Meg's Coloring on YouTube and Instagram. We do a monthly buddy color in Broken Circles. We are going to break from Broken Circles and do a couple of different ones for September, but I'm sure we'll get back to this at some point. We're just both anxious to do some fall autumn themed coloring books. So the one that we did for this month let me find it real quick, was this one, this camping scene. On this one, I used Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers, Luminance and Pablo's pencils, Jelly Roll, Stardust, and Posca. So I'll bring you in a little bit. You can see that there's glitter inside the tent. Let me bring this over a little bit. Maybe you could see better the glitters and things. And then I highlighted the side of the tent, if you can see, and then there's glitter around the lamp, and there's a little bit of the light shining on the ears there, and then in the moon and the stars. And then I have glitter in the trailer and in the middle of the flowers. So this was lots and lots of fun, and I'm going to leave this to the side and let you see Disney Megs over here. Look, my arm warmers are matching the colors in this. So that was Disney Meg. She did a fantastic job. I love what she did with her tent. Love the colors that she did for her trailer, and her sky was just phenomenal. So, yep, had lots of fun doing that, and thank you, Disney Meg, for doing another month of Buddy Colors. The next one is a Amazon Japan book, or you can get it on Etsy, and it is the Traveling at the Fantasy District General Store by Noriko Nishimura and Yuki Nishimura. And this was a buddy color with Coloring with K and Disney Meg's Coloring too. And I did take this page out of the book because I was fighting with this piece here. And so I'll just take it out of the book so you can see it this way. And I'll zoom you in on my edit so that you can see it very well. But this took many days to complete, many hours. And I did use quite a bit on here. I used Brute Fruner squares, the Arteza Ink Onyx fine liners, Stabilo markers, both in medium and fine liners, Jelly Rolls, Ohuhu glitter markers, Posca pens, and glaze pens. And I'll get you in just a little closer and move the page around. Of course, the pencils with the wax, you're going to see the shine, but I want you also to be able to see all the glitter moments here. If I could tilt the page, these require fine liners. There's no way to, I guess with maybe a super sharp pencil, which I tried, but it was impossible to do without fine liners. That's all I can say. So there's a shininess here on the curtains here in the bathroom. You've got a copper and gold tub and all the things you need here. And then on these shelves, we have cute little mushroom stands and then pumpkins. Then we have this window with some stars. And these little cute jars. They're so much fun. All the shelves. And this bottom one here is super glittery with the snake in there. And then over here we have some glitter action in the brew that's being made there. So yeah, this was so much fun. I love this glitter here that gives you like a silver but black. That's an Ohuhu glitter marker. So yeah, this was just tremendous fun. I also did here, there's a little glitter even in the bricks. If you can see that. It's down here too. It's hard because there's so much going on in this page, but yes, we enjoyed doing this buddy color, and I just want to thank both of them so much for doing this buddy color with me. It was fantastic, and I hope that we can do another one in this book soon. So yes, thank you Coloring with Kay, and thank you Disney Meg again for coloring with me. And let me just put it back before I lose it. This was one I did previously. I forget which month I did that one. But yeah, this is such a fantastic book. Lots of details. Lots of details. Okay. Oh, you know what? One thing I forgot to do. I was going to shoot. I knew I was forgetting something. I wanted to put this one over here so that I could put Disney Meg's and Coloring with Kay's pictures here. So I'll move mine over a little bit, give it a few seconds so that I can pop up their pictures. They did a fantastic job. Each one of ours is different and similar in some ways. It's really cool. Buddy coloring is so much fun. So hopefully you got to see theirs there. Now we are done with this one. The next group buddy color is in Magic Dreamland by Mei Zhang. And this is hosted by Doodle Robot. And this month we did the panda page. So for this page, I used the Albric doors, both activated and non-activated. So I activated it on the orange and the yellow. And then, well, initially I did activate and then went over with dry pencil. Actually, for the, now that I'm remembering, both the blue and the orange, red, and yellow. And I used black acrylic underneath here. And on the panda, it does have a sheen to it, as you'll notice. And then I used sparkling magical watercolors from the woman on Etsy that you all see me getting a lot of watercolors from. And then also Sakura Jelly Rolls, Pentel Dual Metallics, excuse me, and Posca Pen. And I'll just move this one around so that you can see all the different effects. I was thinking, since it's a Dreamland book, that, you know, the dream that he's having, he's holding this flower here, right, which is blue, and like smelling in here and dreaming of this image is how I was thinking about it, and that this galaxy was going to explode from this cup. And I just had lots of fun with it. It was a super great chance to use my watercolor, metallic watercolors on a black background, and I just think they look super cool. There's way too many pages to share with you all, but I know that all the colorists who participated are going to do their completed pages if they're on YouTube. Otherwise, you can catch them on Instagram. All right. So that was that, Magic Dreamland, Mei Zhang. The next one, I can take the sticker off because I've completed a page in it now. So this book is 3 Dimensions, or Dimensions, 3D inspired coloring book by Francois Gautier. I'm assuming that's how you would pronounce it. And it's a really cool book. It has all these 3D dimension images. That one's really cool. That'd be a good fall one. But the one that I did was this one, and what I threw at this page was Staedtler Tri Plus fine liners that I had just hauled, and used Galaxy Colors metallic watercolor in the center, and then also used Ohuhu glitter markers. And I will zoom you in, but I will also bring it close so that you can take a look. This was so much fun. And I love when you tilt it, you get that water effect. So much fun. So yeah, it's a nice little like travel size book and so much fun. Hardly, I mean, I had some shadowing, and then whenever I used like a red, I always do have a little problem with a red or a hot pink bleeding through other pages, but I cut this down to size, this plastic sheet, so that it could go behind it, and I was good to go. That is that page from Dimensions by Francois Gautier. Okay, and the next one is Magical Chibis Coloring Book by Alexandra Franzese. It's the travel size book, so it's a little bigger than pocket size. And this is a buddy color with my granddaughter. I call her Sweetheart, and I'm Grammy to her. And I used Cali Art, alcohol markers, and I used Color It gel pens, and had lots of fun doing this page, especially knowing my granddaughter was doing the same. We're going to do this whole book together as buddy colors once a month, so you'll be seeing her artwork too. And she's here with me today, so I'm going to give her a chance to actually show you how she colored her page.
Okay, so it's me, Sweetheart, and I did the same thing. So we weren't like in the same room when we did it, so we just did it surprisingly. So I used Color gel pens, and then these are the Color gel pens that I used. I used like some glitter around some specific spots. I didn't want to use too much glitter because, well, then that would be like, wow, a lot of glitter. But I used those, and then I used, I don't know how to pronounce this.
Spearfarben.
Spearfarben. Okay, yes. Colored pencils, but these are what I used. I used a bunch of colorful colors. I like want to go colorful as if it's in a fairy tale book or something. But yeah, those are the kind of colors. And I use these colors. I use like more of some of these. I believe I used this color or this one. Like one of these pinks for the sleeves on her. But I wanted to use a lot of greens. Because she's like in the garden, she's doing her flower, but that's what I did. So yeah, that's our buddy color for this month.
Yay!
I'm proud of it. I think she looks very pretty.
Yes, you should be very proud. And what page are we going to do next month? You show them.
Next month we are going to do this one.
Yeah.
She kind of reminds me of like a really cool robot with fire powers or water. I don't know what that is. But I'm gonna go with fire.
Yeah.
But she looks super cool and like robotic. So
yes.
I'm gonna make her look very fun and colorful again. All of these are pretty much gonna be colorful. But
yes.
Yeah. But that's our Magical Chibi coloring book. So
that's our buddy color together. Thank you so much for buddy coloring with me.
I had so much fun. I can't wait to do it next month as well.
Yes.
So every month we'll be doing these. And
yes.
It's super fun.
So
I hope you guys will enjoy our buddy coloring.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching us buddy color thing. Bye.
Yes. Next one was a buddy color with Michaela Colors and Creates. And we did this stork here with this rhino, baby rhino in it. And I used my Teo Tree alcohol markers, Prismacolor pencils, Crayola Pipsqueak markers, and Ohuhu glitter markers. So I'll just tilt it a little bit so that you can see the glitters. But this was so much fun, and thank you to Michaela for doing this buddy color with me. We always have fun doing these buddy colors, and I appreciate being able to do them with her. So yeah, that's 50 Safari Miniatures by Camellia Angel Kova. Let's see, the next one that I did was out of 50 Nighttime Mandalas by Camellia Angel Kova again. And the page that I did in here was this one. I used Staedtler fine liners on all of it. So yeah, this was super fun. I just absolutely enjoyed myself so much being able to use those bright colors like neon. Reminds me of the 80s. So yeah, that was lots of fun, and that is in 50 Nighttime Mandalas. The next one is Colortronic, a kaleidoscope coloring challenge by Lauren Farnsworth. And here I did this zebra, and I used the Temu 100 dual markers that are water-based. Let me just show you them. It's this set here. There's tons and tons of colors. I've showed it on a haul before, but I thought I would just go ahead. So I've gotten some question like what were my favorite, you know, Temu items. Oh, I put that one in backwards. But yeah, you have all these colors. Look. And they're dual-ended. Let me just show you one here real quick for someone who might not have seen the haul. So you have a brush nib. Okay. And then you have your fine liner. Oops, sorry for shaking. And there you have the fine liner. So they can work real well. They are a water-based marker. And I'll read you once I get these back in here. I know it's been a while since I've done a Temu haul, so I figured I would go ahead and show you what I used on the page. 100 unique colors which are perfect for coloring, art, doodling, hand lettering, and more. Quick ink, acid-free, non-toxic, quick drying. And you have 100 of them. So that's what I used on this zebra. Now I was thinking about going over it with some pencils, but I just ran out of time. That's all that happened. I just ran out of time, but I think it turned out really cute. I love it. And I love this book. And look at all of these great images. There's an elephant, Eiffel Tower, it's a tiger, there's an eagle. I mean, so much fun, and your numbers are pretty large. Highly recommend. There's a snake, even though I don't care for snakes. I might do that one next. Shall see. But it's nice to do some color by numbers every now and then in between other stuff that you're doing. Now we're going to get into some color by numbers, and then I'm going to go back to my regular books, because this is what I was doing in the beginning of the month. What tends to happen at the end of a month and I do this video, I'm kind of worn out by then. And so I'll go and grab some color by numbers and do some of those to kind of keep me going with coloring, but not pressuring myself to do some of the more difficult coloring pages. So in this one, I did I did two actually. I did this little guy here. Was super cute. I also used the Temu water-based markers on these. And here we have this one. So yeah, lots of fun. This is a cute book. It's all animal stencils. All different kinds of animals. Some black background, some white background. Look at that horse. Gorgeous. So lots of fun, and there's 50 of them. And then I have the Circleism by AJ Quinnell. It's the butterfly. And I did the first page here. Again, I had my Temu markers out, so I went ahead and did them all in the Temu markers. See, it's super cute. I love it. I love the colors on this one. Turned out nice. It's so relaxing to do these. They're really a savior. And then the next one is in Cactus and Succulent Coloring Book. And for this one, I did this bicycle page. This is a really, really cute and fun one to do. You have your little basket with all of your cactus and succulents. And then here are some pictures. It's easy. The colors are very easy. It's just honestly super easy to do these color by numbers with those Temu markers. Yep, so that was that one in Cactus and Succulent, and that is by Color Questopia. And then I switched up to Cali Art markers in this animal mosaic. It's the black backgrounds, and this is Sun Life Drawing. And the one that this one I did previously, and then I did this bear for August. Didn't he turn out cute? I just think that it was so much fun to do. There were 22 colors, and I just think he turned out so much fun. Again, highly recommend doing some color by numbers. I was averse to them in the beginning, and then I realized, oh yeah, this is very relaxing. So with Cali Art, excuse me, markers again, and another Sun Life book, Travel Mosaic. Let's see here. Yes, it was this page that I did here. Again, lots of fun. I was testing out my Cali Art markers, and they're so super juicy and saturate the page because they're brand new. You know, you tend to have that with brand new markers. So I was learning to stay in the spaces without going over. I think I did a pretty decent job for new alcohol markers. But yeah, that was, again, another super fun color by number. And then the last one I have in color by numbers is in the Circleism Christmas Owls by AJ Quinnell. And I did this owl. And on this owl, I did use the Temu water-based markers. And it was lots of fun. Not seen a blue owl before, but I think it's nice and colorful and fun. It's a white-faced Scops owl. So yeah, that's the end of my color by numbers. Let's get back to this coloring. Alright, so this is an Etsy download from Greyscale Adventures. I used Cali Art alcohol markers on all of this part, the shoe, to base the shoe. And then I used Uniball Signo pen in white, gold, and bronze to give the details here. This is on a Strathmore paper, and I also used Ohuhu glitter markers for the laces. And so I'll have to give it some little tips so that you can see the laces. I think it turned out really realistic. It was super fun. I do absolutely love working on the Strathmore tan-toned paper. It's just really enjoyable to work on those, and the Cali art markers were a dream on here. So yeah, those are my boots. Those were getting me in the mood for fall. Okay, next one is, I was breaking this book because I hadn't colored in it yet. This is 50 Stylish Mandalas by Camellia Angelkova. And I just did the title page with the Staedtler fine liners. I was testing them out, and so I decided to do this little page here in all blues and turquoise. So I was able to get my first page done in this mandala book, and I know you all that follow me know that I was struggling to have mandalas as part of my collection, and it's slowly growing because, again, they're relaxing and fun to do. The next one up here is the Dewelts Unter der Lupe Zulande by Rita Berman. I know that I messed that up. I was being funny. Okay. So on this one, let me go to the page that I actually did do. Here we go. I'll take the marker out. Okay, so I did this snail page, and what I threw at this page was some Crayola pencils, some Sakura Jelly Roll Stardust, some Uniball Gold and Bronze, Ohuhu glitter markers. I did an acrylic background over watercolor pens. And then I used some Albrecht Dürer on some of the portions of the foreground and in some of the leaves, and also used some glaze pens. So here it is. This one was kind of a struggle for me, to be honest, because the background initially didn't turn out the way that I really wanted. And so it became a bit of a struggle, but I think overall the page came together. It's not as super smooth a background as I would have liked, but it gets the job done. So yeah, that is in Rita Berman's book. I wound up having a Posca smear right about down here, so I had to wind up redoing some things. Yeah, it was kind of a hot mess. But I hope you still like it, and it's grown on me a little bit, so I'm not as mad about it. Okay, the next one is in Kawaii Coloring Book by Alexandra Francis. It's the travel size book, and I did this page. Okay, so there's a story behind this one too. I used the Cali Art alcohol markers as a background, and I looked away for a moment while I still had the marker on the page, and it wound up doing a bleed. So I wound up with this little line here in the background, which I was absolutely not really happy about because I wanted a smooth background. So I was like, okay, that's all right, we'll continue. I used Crayola Pip squeak markers and all the little guys in here, all the little stuffed animals. I used Ohuhu glitter markers, Posca pens, and glitter Mod Podge, which is all of the glitter that you're seeing. And what I did is I took a ruler and some Posca and made it like broken glass. And the thing is, it was really a representation of how I felt at the page at the time, like I broke the page. But then I thought it was kind of cute because this would be glass, so that I would put the broken glass in the teddy bear looked so scared, so I thought, oh, well, you know, it's broken glass. All of these characters are going to get to come out because the glass is broken. It will be a free-for-all. So I used the Ohuhu markers up here in alcohol black base, and the Ohuhu glitter markers. They're fantastic markers. They're just, the color shifts that they have in some of them are just so much fun. So yeah, that's broken this book, Kawaii coloring book by Alexandra Francis. That was such a pleasure to do once I was finished. Okay, next up is from Little Secrets from My Fairy House, Clara Markova. And for this one, I did this front page here. And I used Inktense, Prismacolor pencils, Polychromo pencils, metallic watercolors in the sparkling magical version, and then Ohuhu glitter markers, Mod Podge, Mega Glitter. Now, I didn't wind up liking my dragonflies. The colors absolutely didn't turn out the way I wanted. The rest of it is okay. Background is all right. But if I really don't care for a page and it's not going the way that I really want, Mod Podge seems to be like the thing that I go to. So it's super, super glittery. So it's not going to go down as my favorite page, and it's one of the things that, you know, as colorists, we always say, like, we don't want to ruin a page in a book that we love. And no, it's not ruined, but I know I could have done a lot better job. But overall, it's okay. It's very glittery and fun, and I will enjoy when I flip through this book. I had very little bleed through. Again, you see the pink bleed through, and that was over here. It was actually the Ohuhu glitter markers in red that bled through. And I did have a plastic sheet behind here, so it didn't go onto this page, thank goodness. So yeah, I did break in the book. I'm trying to break in the books that I haven't colored, so I was successful in doing that. And then we have Matchstick Mouse, the Halloween coloring book, and I did this one. So I used Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils, dry, and I used Calero watercolor for the moon. I used Posca pen. I also used Ohuhu glitter markers, Sakura Jelly Roll Stardust, and I also used some Caran d'Ache Museum Aquarelle pencils as well. So I'll just give you a better look at that so that you can see all of those glitter points in there. So yeah, that was a super fun page, and I'm gonna be able to do my How Many Pumpkins Did You Color tag by Disney Meg and have a few pumpkins that I can add to the list. So that was a fun book as always to do. And then next we have the Monster Cuties Volume 1 by Ava Brown. And this one, I did this page. So for this page, I used the Goldfaber Aqua markers and Prismacolors for shading. And no glitter, nothing to the background, just coloring monsters. And I had a super fun time, and it looks like Instagram folks were liking this page, so I definitely love this book. There's so many cute characters. Look at this one. So I just did a video on autumn and Halloween coloring books and pages, like suggested coloring, but also ones that I would like to color. So if you want to see that video, I will link it up here in the corner. I think I just posted it yesterday, but there's also a monster book in there too. These just bring me so much joy. They're just so much fun, happy, and you can do them in fun, funky colors too. So that is Monster Cuties Volume 1, Ava Brown. The next one that I did was NOCO Nico, and I can take this tag off because this is how I discover. Let me go from the back. Let's not ruin any fronts of the pages in case I dig too hard. Okay. NOCO Nico, The Story of Modern Girls and Cats. This is such a beautiful book, and this is the one that I wound up coloring in here. Where is she now? There she is. There we go. Alrighty. So in here I used Prismacolor and polychromo pencils. I used polychromos predominantly on her hair, Prismacolors for the skin. I also used some Albrecht Dürer dry and wet pencils, and Sakura Jelly Roll and Posca. Well, let me show you. I tell you what, it was a lot of fun doing this cat. I tried to make it look as realistic as I could. And then as far as her dress, I worked a really long time on her dress to make that look super cute. And I thought her eyes turned out really nice, the flowers. So I debated whether or not I should do a background, and to be honest, after I got done with this page, I was just ready not to do a background. Ready not to do a background. Yeah, I think now I'm going to move on to a whip in Fairy Homes Adult Coloring by Jade Summer. And this is the one that I had started, and I was using some alcohol markers here. You can see what I was putting behind here. But I think this is going to turn out great once I am finished. It's just a little mailbox, but it's super cute. And I've got the butterflies, the background to do, the sun, the clouds, the rest of the mailbox. Maybe a little extra shading on the flowers. And down here in the bushes. But I thought that was super cute. And this is my first one in this book, Fairy Homes. So that is a whip. So that will go in the whip pile. And then the watercolor with me that I did for this month. I did these flowers. And I'll link that video up here in the corner as well if you want to go see. I had some discoveries you might be interested. And I did this bluebird. And I think overall it turned out pretty cute, but I do describe what watercolors I was using and how things go between you actually doing the page and reading the directions and the colors they give you. So if you're interested, go check out that video. But those are the two that I did for August in Watercolor with Me by Dana Fox. And then the sad news is that even though I'm hosting these two hashtags, I didn't get to color in my own hashtags. But I wanted to show you, let's see here. I thought that I marked it. Yes, this is the one that we're going to do for September. So if you would like to participate, it's hashtag Tropagoth 2023. I will put it on the screen. Don't forget to tag me in those. The reason being is that Instagram has changed the way that they do things. So you only have choices to filter recent posts or top posts. Okay, so if you got your page done early in the month, it's possible I won't see it when I go to the tag. I've been trying to catch them and screenshot them as I go. For last month's page, I am going to do my YouTube video where I show everyone's work and do little commentary on everyone's page for fun. It's just for fun. This month I'm not having a giveaway, but I'll look into doing that for the next month. But that was sure fun to do, and I know you all like to see everyone's pictures together, and that's why I like to do those videos. So in Tropagoth, Carla Magana, if you're interested in doing this, please do join us for September. You can even catch up. On the tag, I make sure to put what we're coloring. And then in Spooky Coloring Book by Sarah Sedgwick, the page for this month was this one, and I think I've captured everybody's page. I'm not positive, but again, if anyone winds up getting skipped in my compilation video, please let me know in the comments. I mean, by the time I post a video, I won't be able to do much, but I think pretty much 5 or 6 people participated on Instagram anyway. That I did catch, and so I will post those. And for next month, we're going to be doing, well, I say next month, it's really now. I just keep thinking we're still in August. So for September, we're going to do this page. So I hope you will join. The hashtag for that here is WitchCatSpooky. And again, don't forget to tag me, because when you tag me, it gives me an opportunity right then and there on notifications for Instagram to grab a screenshot. And that way I can compare it to what the tag is actually reporting and make sure I'm able to get your names out there, show everyone your beautiful colorings. And there have been so many for both of these books, and I appreciate all of you who are participating. So thank you so much. It's just been such a pleasure to host tags. I just started, a couple of months ago, and it's just been an absolute pleasure with you all. I wound up doing an art project this month too. I will tag the video in the upper right hand corner, and I wound up doing this little canvas art where I used these Sennelier 3D art markers here to do the stained glass outline, and then I use sparkling magical metallic watercolors to do the rest. And this was so much fun, and go ahead and watch the video if you'd like to see how I did it. But it's super glittery and fun. So that was the one art project that I did this month, and just wanted to give it a share. Maybe it's something that you might want to do. I got those Sennelier 3D liners at Blick, but I think you can buy them on Amazon too. So that was that project for this month. I always try to do a project each month. I'm not so sure. I've got a lot of fall and Halloween coloring to do. What about you? So I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and tell me down in the comments which was your favorite page. Could you even tell me a page you didn't like? You all have a good rest of your weekend. I will try to get this posted today. It's September 2nd, and I'm enjoying watching all of the other colorists' completed pages, and it's been so joyful to see when others are posting their videos and my tags are on there, and I see your beautiful colorings, you know, on video. Is so much different I watch it on TV while I'm coloring my own things. So it's a joyful moment, and I appreciate all of you, all of the subscribers, anyone that's watching the videos. Don't forget to like the videos. It super helps the channel. And so until next time, I'll see you in the next video, and happy coloring. Bye-bye, my friends.